Well, one woman you're about to meet has taken a personal tragedy and she's turned it into a lesson about loving and advocating for ourselves.
Yeah, Susan Liu got her MBA at Yale, so she's a smart cookie, but she is shedding light on this issue that really became personal when her own mother died during plastic surgery. Susan, by the way, is also our game changer today, and she's performing her one-woman show at Bumbershoot this weekend, so you'll get a chance to see it. But I just love the idea that you took this, you're making it into something positive. You gave up your career to be dedicated to this. Can you tell us what happened to your mom?
Yeah, so when I was 11, she was 38 at the time, and she went in for plastic surgery. So she had a tummy tuck, the narrowing of her nostrils, and a chin implant. And the doctor didn't hire an anesthesiologist. She lost oxygen to her brain and went into a coma, and then she died.
And you were 13 years old?
I was 11.
Oh, 11 years old.
I was 11,
and you lost
yeah.
your mom.
Yeah.
Wow. So what changed for you in terms of, to put you where you are today, in terms of how you see body image?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it makes me really think twice about the decisions that we make for our bodies, but really it's kind of crazy. Like, I think even though rationally I know this is what my mom died of, I still have my own body stuff. You know, I still beat myself up about it. And so really it's how we feel about our bodies is something even bigger than just one-off interactions. It's a societal thing that we really just need to have conversations about. It's very stigmatized.
Love that. So how did you get the courage to leave your comfortable job to embark on this journey to talk about this?
Yes, well, I started performing some small episodes starting last November. I did them in small episodes and people kept coming. We sold out shows and people wanted to talk about this, and it was gaining a lot of traction. I got a grant from the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture in King County, and I thought maybe something good is happening here. And then I decided to do it full time.
I read that when you started doing this, people came up to you and said how much you changed their perspectives on life and their own images, and that you felt something magical was happening.
Yes, absolutely. One of the pieces is called 100 Questions. And it's 100 questions that I wish I could have asked my mom if she was still alive. And I was so struck when someone came up to me after the show and said, hey, I've got 100 questions I want to ask people who are still alive. Wow. And I need to mend those relationships. And so for me, I hope by me talking about my mother's death, everyone can face their own mortality, that we're not immortal. You know, life is short, so we need to really take action for the relationships that are really important to us.
What is it that you want people to know? Like, what is the main takeaway from all that you do? Especially, like, when you were just talking about your own struggles. I know I have mine. I'm probably sure you have yours. You're sitting at home. What's your message? What do you want people to know?
Yeah, well, it's a one-woman show about body, beauty, and death. So the first one about body is protect your body. Look up the background of your doctor if you're going to go under or if someone else is going to have surgery. You know, my mom walked into a situation where he had 24 lawsuits against him, been on medical probation, didn't have malpractice insurance. No one would insure him. She was walking into a dangerous situation, and I think we place a lot of trust and importance into the medical community, and I'm just saying, do your due diligence. You know, we spend so much time looking up food pictures of what we're gonna eat instead of just taking care of our bodies. So the first one is protect your body. Second one with beauty, question it. Question what you think your standard of beauty is. Where does it come from? Because I think women think, well, maybe when I get to this point, then I'll finally be enough. Then I'll finally feel complete. And I don't think that's possible, because it's the nature of the mind. And I think we gotta check ourselves on our mind. And finally, with death, we gotta own it. We have to own the fact that we are going to die. So we need to make choices with the relationships that we're gonna have, and also the things we wanna do in our life, we don't have forever. So those are my call to actions.
Yeah.
That's so powerful. That is so powerful.
I know, and I think the thing that comes to me now is just, I'm sorry that you lost your mom at 11.
Yeah.
And I know right now she would be so doggone proud of you. She's like, yes, 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 Susan, thank you.
Thank you so much. I do want to say you are an advocate as well for making sure that you can get all the information. We wrote this really nice web story about you and your one-woman show and your upcoming event at Bumbershoot.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
You can text the word body to 206-448-4545, and I hope you go see and support Susan because.
Yeah, and if you can't make the Bumbershoot show this weekend, I am having a full-length run happening in February at Theater off Jackson. What? 2 whole weekends. So it'll be an immersive theater experience. So I hope you can make it to there too.
We'll have to bring you back in February.
All right, it's a deal.